Right, this was Headford. This was the first one that I went to on the beautiful, warm, sunny afternoon of Monday, 9th of October. I think it might have been the warmest afternoon for that date on record. So it's off to Headford, and that is the farm and home of William and Edwina Guckian. And it's been a farm in their family for many generations. So on the talking door, we get lots of stories, both from William and from Edwina, the location and what's around us, some lovely information about the Headford Loch, the water there, and also how Edwina was when she was a child and the games that they play. So this is a pretty complete video. It just leaves me to let you watch it. So here's the video from Headford, the Fort of the Heads, coming up. I'm at my first one today, beautiful sunny afternoon, and this is on loop 4. I'm at Headford, and this is the farm of William and Edwina Guckian. And following the instructions, which says go through the red gate, which is that gate there, you can lift the chain up and open it very easily, and you can see the doors just inside the gate there. Bright sun today, and that's the door itself. And there is a phone number. Actually, the phone number is in very small numbers on the left hand side there. So I will dial the number and give you a wee review of the stories told there. Actually, I made an error. The number's on the right hand side of the door, but that's the sign to verify that I'm in the right place. Now this is a wee test on my memory. I just finished listening to the recording. Amazing storytelling by Edwina Guckian and her father William Guckian as well. Edwina points where the border is, so I'm gonna show you something here. It's a little awkward because it's into the sun, but this is the actual borderline, and this is the Headford townland here, and you can go down right down to the loch there, Loch Headford, and I'm going to go down there shortly because Edwina does actually include some storytelling of there. She tells you, first of all, get behind it, and that's relevant on the storytelling that you got the original green here, because this door was actually made in a workshop here. If you can see the red building, that was a workshop, a wooden workshop, that is one of the recent ancestors of Edwina. That was the workshop for making wooden stuff, and that's where this door was made. But Edwina, she starts off with some of the local history, very much the sort of historical textbook history, and she talked about Headford Castle and the people that worked there. It was very much an important local employment spot for quite a while. And she does later go on to talk about some of the families that were here, incredible number of different surnames, so she gives a lot of background history to connect everyone up in the townland and people nearby. She also says about this place has got 19 ring forts pretty close by. Sort of circulation of fairies is quite abundant, so we get a little bit of fairy storying from Edwina there. It talks about the Headford Loch. Headford Loch's in the distance there. It might be blurred because the sun's right over it, so you got the effect of the sunlight there. And hopefully I'll go down there shortly. And Edwina talks a lot about the bird life there, and the whooper swans are there at the present time. So I'm going to attempt to walk down with my walking stick, see how far I can get, see if we can get some shots of the whooper swans that are there. And then William comes on, and her father William was born in the cottage that's just opposite the red gate here, and that's their family cottage. I believe she said that was built in 1829, and we get a line of the people that actually live there. And Edwina herself has lived here, and we get her age. You'll have to come here and listen to it. I'm not going to give away the age, but it was intriguing to me because it was actually the age I was when I went off to university. I was a mature student though. Then to me what was perhaps the most delightful, because Edwina really got excited quite in the flow of it. She talked about her childhood. She's been here all her life, And so we got a bunch of lovely little stories of how her and her brothers, how they played here and what they did. And she went through the seasons and the different games they did and the little places that they visited around here. It's just lovely, and it's very cheerful. It puts a big smile on your face when you listen to those stories. And when you see the trees up there, are they hawthorn? They probably are hawthorn. That's actually a ring fort up there. So there weren't any specific stories from that, but you can imagine the she and the fairy stories that were probably not even told in the recording that's here. I'm not sure if it was the wee Edwina or whether it was the Father William. There's the door there, the red door. If you go to that window there, there's actually a banshee story on the recording related to that window, and that's worth listening to as well. This is the border of two different townlands to the left of the sort of bushiness of the burn of the stream going down. That is Headford, and I don't remember the name of the townland to the right here. Cows that are actually grazing on this townland there. But really it was an incredible conversation, and Edwina was perfect for this. But being a lot of information going on for a while, I forgot most of it. So again, it's worth coming out here, making the phone call, experiencing the place as Edwina points things out. It's a wonderful visit, easy enough to park in front of the red gate. Door is quite near the gate. If anyone's with a wheelchair, it's easy enough to get up to. I got up to with my rollator with no problem. I think I'm going to go down, see how far I can get towards Headford Lake. I can't walk very far. It looks as if it's a fair distance, but I'm going to do my best and see if we might be able to spot a whooper swan or two. Edwina actually talks about the whooper swans sometimes coming up to here where the door is, and even when there's heavy water, heavy rain, the Headford Loch can actually overflow and come up here as well. But it's well down now, so I'm going to go down and have a look for the whooper swans. I thought I heard the whooper swans, but no, it's the local watchdog, the local Jack Russell. Closer to the loch. Well, that's Headford Loch. That's as close as I can get, because unfortunately there is an electric fence. I'm not really in the physical ability to get around it. If I'd come the other way, I could have got closer, but unfortunately it was too boggy for my shoes and my stick. I would have definitely fallen over. I don't see any whooper swans today. It is 20 degrees, so maybe they thought, oh, we're too early. Maybe they're on the way back to Iceland, because this is very unusual for October. It gives you a view of the Headford Loch. I don't hear any squawking and quacking from the swans. I'm back at the red gate now. Time to go on to the next door in a field, Amach in a field. Not sure which one I'm going to next.